For years, you've been buying kits like these from Milwaukee Tool. This is part of their SHOCKWAVE line of driver bits. And within this kit, you will see these nut setters. When you use these nut setters, they're great for multiple reasons, but they have a major flaw that literally I've given up on using these. I don't use these anymore. It's not fast, it's not effective, and quite frankly, it slows me down. Let's talk about the positives first. Number one, this nut setter, the shank is built to fit in a 1/4 inch collet on any standard impact driver. Now, you could chuck this into a drill, but be mindful, when you're using a chuck on a drill, you could deform this 1/4 inch collet, and that would mean that you're relegating this tool accessory to use it with that drill only, because it might not seat into your 1/4 inch impact driver's collet anymore. Be very mindful of that. But that is a positive. Now, when using this nut setter, one of the things that makes it so fast and effective is that there is a magnet at the base that allows you to put your self-tapping screws in there, and it holds them. This is really effective, especially for HVAC technicians that are putting assemblies together or putting sheet metal covers or whatever it may be, putting ductwork together. They might be up in an attic space, or they're reaching out, reaching up, reaching away from their body in tight confined spaces. You don't want to have to worry about your screw coming loose and falling. And a lot of times it's so confined, it's not a two-handed operation. But that magnet is indeed a double-edged sword. And here's the reason why. Now, when we set this screw, because of this self-drilling or self-tapping screw tip here, yes, we're able to drive those screws fast and effectively, but what it does is, and you can see it around here, it creates metal shavings. And what happens is, as we drive more and more of those screws, those metal shavings build up within this nut setter. And that means that as we're driving those fastener screws, the screws no longer fit into the nut setter. And that's because the metal shaving buildup will clog up the nut setter. A lot of times those shavings will hold the fastener or screw proud of the nut setter, and then what we have is a drop situation or a cam out situation, screws go flying, it becomes ineffective. Now, what we've done in the past in this video here was explored the best ways to clean these nut setters. And listen, here's the deal. You could clean those. We came up with multiple mediums to make these to where they'd be operable again. I gotta be honest with you. These get so built up, and you could see, I've only driven a couple screws with this one because I don't use them anymore, but it's already built up with shavings. They become so debris filled, I just throw them away. Or what I'll do is I'll put them in the scrap pile, we'll recycle them. But it just becomes useless to try to clean all of that out. You know what? I think we've complained about this so much. Milwaukee Tool has a brand new solution. They're disrupting the marketplace, right? With a new tool accessory that accomplishes and conquers a very age-old problem, because this is not a new thing. This is an old thing. And it's excited to see, I was super excited to see Milwaukee Tool come up with this solution. And here it is. This is Milwaukee's QUIK-CLEAR magnet, impact magnetic nut driver set. This is a 2-piece set. It's optimized with a shock zone, and this 2-in-1 nut driver set gives you the ability to drive 1/4 inch, 5/16, 5/16 and 3/8 inch fasteners. So they give you double the driving capacity for 5/16 because it's more common. And they give you the option to flip these around for 1/4 inch and 3/8. But that's not the best party trick of these 2-in-1 nut driver setters. On the SHOCKWAVE line of bits for Milwaukee, product number is 49-66-4565. Milwaukee tells us that this tool accessory is made from a custom alloy 76. Custom alloy 76. Steel engineered to extend life. Whoa. Let's get this thing open. We have the drive for the 3/8 and 5/16. And we have the drive for the 5/16 and 1/4 inch. And you can see the socket itself is held on by this ball detent. And the tip here is magnetized. That's what's going to hold your fastener on the nut setter. You can see here, boom. Now that's in there really nice and tight as well. I also like that it is somewhat extended. Now here's the deal. If for some reason you'd snap this drive, these are specific to this nut setter. So you can see on the shank here, this does say 1/4 inch by 5/16. And this one says 5/16 and 3/8. So here's the deal. This nut setter or socket does not fit on this drive and vice versa. So they are specific. But the reality is that if you were to snap the shank off of one of these old style nut setters, it pretty much would be down for the count. You wouldn't be able to use it anymore. Or you'd have to chuck what was left of the shank into a drill. So this would work pretty much exactly the same way. But let's see how it actually functions. The magnetism looks really great. I mean, that is nice. So much fun, I want to do it again. Let's put one more on there. Now, here's the deal. The nut setter itself is somewhat shallow. So you're gonna wanna probably clean these out somewhat frequently. And you might wanna use a gloved hand to do it because those metal shavings can be sharp. But you clean it off and you're ready to set more fasteners. Here's the best part though. We can go from driving 5/16 to 1/4 inch. Drop our fastener on there. Go right back to work. And this will be great for HVAC techs that are doing service work because you're never certain what hosh-posh of fasteners you might find on a unit. And this is right at your fingertips. You could go from driving 1/4 inch right back to driving 5/16. You could flip it around. Or quite frankly, if you're gonna be driving larger fasteners, you could go from 5/16 to 3/8 and 3/8 right back to 5/16. These are tremendous. They're gonna make you faster. They're gonna make you more effective. They're going to last longer for you. And they're easily cleanable. We don't need things like silly putty or duck putty, nasty chewing gum to clean out the metal shavings on these. I really, really like them. And I'm pretty sure, I think they were in the $12 or $13 range. There'll be a link down below or a little bag. You can check out the pricing on these at one of the online retailers that are carrying them, but I really like them. Let us know down below in the comment section, what do you think about this new solution to an old problem from Milwaukee Tool? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you do metal work or HVAC? And can you already see a problem with these? We want to know. Leave it all below. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. I hope to see you all on the next one. Wait, don't cut yet.